we don't have 40 hours of work for some employees, do we just pay them 40 hours? We have 100 employees and some will not have 40 hours worth of solid work for the next 8 weeks. Is it okay to pay the employees 40 hours even if they are not working 40 hours?
Yeah, that's a great question. The answer is yes, you're going to want to do that. If you don't do that, the way the architecture is to prove back what Wally just talked about, if you didn't pay them 40 hours, you reduced their time, you furloughed people, you laid people off, that ratio will count against you for forgiveness. So, so you submit for the money on your payroll as if it were a 40 hours because that's where you were before COVID-19 hit. So you'll get the money. But when you start using your payroll and let's say you're only paying 30 hours, which would be, a 25% reduction, they will hit you with the 75% ratio of the forgiveness against that payroll loan. So the good news is, the interest rate is low and you'll have the money, you'll have the capital, but it won't be forgiven. So you've got to make a business decision there. I think it's in your best interest to keep everybody employed and keep them on the 40-hour platform, figure out how to use that time wisely, and then you'll get that money forgiven. If you need additional capital, I think that's where you got to go, to the other side of the economic disaster side of things. If you're really truly not getting work, that's going to end up being a part of your requirement from a business point of view to submit. So,
and I think, Gary, too, it's really important for our contractors to remember. And you and I are both in the contracting business as well as the speaking, consulting, training business. The whole point of the legislation, the whole point of the stimulus package is to keep people employed at full-time hours. That's why they're doing this, right? I mean, if you guys stop and think about it, if we don't do this, the economic decline could be so precipitous and so steep and so fast that our heads would boggle. It would be another Great Depression. Gary is exactly right. 20-25% unemployment. I mean, it could be really, really, really bad. The whole point of all of this is to keep your people employed at full-time hours. That's going to infuse, money into the economy that people will spend, whether online or offline, whatever. But it's going to keep the wheels of commerce turning.